Hey, what's up, guys? How you guys doing? I was gonna say Sunday. I wish it was Sunday. Happy Monday, folks. Let's see. Make sure we're all set up at the other places. Sweet. Rumble be good. And Odyssey be good. Sweet. All right. Monday, you dweeb. I know. I know. You know, who likes Mondays? Garfield's right. But any case, there has been a lot of stuff that caught my eye over the weekend that we can go ahead and check out and cover. You know, ranging from Assassin's Creed, of what we got pulled up right here, to uh, Sony pretty much giving reparations. So insanity at its finest. I hate a day that has nothing to do. So we'll go ahead and we'll just jump right in. And we'll check out the announced Assassin's Creed codename Red, set in feudal Japan. And I already saw people kind of making comments on it already. And definitely, I also made the connection right away is that Assassin's Creed, Ubisoft, I think they still do Assassin's Creed. Ubisoft looks at Ghost of Tsushima and goes, yeah, we should probably do something like that too. So as you can see, oh look, another ass's crumbs. So as you can see, it's set in feudal Japan. I've fallen way out of the Assassin's Creed shtick. I played the first 4, I think, and then I stopped at the Revolutionary. I think Assassin's Creed 3. The controls bothered me a little bit. Not because it was like realistic, like it took forever to load the muskets, but it's like they changed certain actions and put them on different controls from the original. And it's like, why would you deviate? And then I tried to get back into it with Black Flag, because Black Flag kind of revitalized. I remember when that was big back when I was in college. Everyone just went crazy over that one. I think the series fell when the main character died. Yeah, they're probably just continuing it with different people. I heard the the Egyptian one was good. I heard people say they like that one. But anywho, let's I was right. Ubisoft has announced Assassin's Creed codename Red, a previously rumored game set in feudal Japan. I never I never I never saw anything big about the rumor. And if I did, I just glanced right over it because I didn't really care. Assassin's Creed codename Red is currently being developed by Ubisoft Quebec, with creative director Jonathan Dumont at the helm. Ubisoft notes the game is the next evolution of the Assassin's Creed open world RPG design. I never considered it RPG, but I guess if that's what they refer to, like, Grand Theft Auto sort of setup. Check if there are comments at the end of the article. Okay. So the game will connect Assassin's Creed codename Infinity, the previous teased hub, that will connect players through different types of Assassin's Creed experiences, both old and new, while also bringing back multiplayer with a standalone experience. Further details weren't confirmed. Oh wow, that's it? What a short article. Hey, Nico. Really? I know there's another one on VGC, another article I saw about this. Maybe that one has more information. Wait, so there's let me check this. So there's Assassin's Creed Infinity is the codename of the new Assassin's Creed game. And this was in July 7. Is that the new one that came out? I'm so out of the loop. Whatever, I don't care. So we'll see how it does. I mean, I like me a good samurai game. So maybe I might dip into it. Let's see. Oh, we got 27 comments. So here we go. So DC789 says, there it is, Assassin's Creed, Japan. Finally, Reddit can shut the fuck up. And we got your classic Peter Griffin. Oh my God, who the hell cares? Can't wait for black people and tons of strong women in feudal Japan. Mike, going in hot. Coming in hot already. Yoriguma Sao says AC Unity, which, wait, AC Unity? Oh, okay. And then AC Valhalla. Ew. Definitely a downgrade look. Oh, here we go. Here's someone that's butthurt. You right-wing, politically obsessed dumb fucks have been the ones controlling and censoring games. Just accept you lost and fuck off already. Oh my gosh. Projection at its finest. 10 thumbs down, by the way. Your only answer is insult. It proves their point. And then there's a shit ton of replies. And this guy, I feel, yeah, he would respond. I'm a radical, centrist, apolitical gamer. X to doubt on that. And I'm just trying to gatekeep you and your BS right-wing conspiracies out of my hobby. There you go. There you go. Right there. That's how you can tell he's a fake. Out of my hobby. Your hobby isn't making money and it's failing because people are tired of the bullshit. Now, granted, I haven't kept up with Assassin's Creed, so I don't know. I don't know where they've steered. But I can guarantee you, I mean, even someone with the name Gerstelbunk, that just tells you something right there. Feels like a burner account. Keep crying about it, though. Keep projecting. Because Brandon will never do anything, which means I'm going to keep posting until he knocks it off with his anti-vax retardation tier level of political commentary on game. Oh, this guy must have read something that to this day is still making his swollen hemorrhoid itch and burn, that he has to make a comment like this. Oh my gosh. Brandon's the one who wrote the article. Yeah, I know. Dude, salty. Very salty. Oh, and someone pointed it out. Radical centrist moderate? LOL, you really are retarded. Okay, so we got a lot. I'm not right wing. I complained about Christians trying to censor games back in the 90s. Well, yeah, I mean, I knew people who weren't allowed to play Pokemon cards because they thought it was demonic. The thing is that, I mean, God is pretty straightforward with a lot of stuff. Like, pretty straightforward. I think, but if you think about it, we're in a world that's broken and sinful, so anything can have sin. be attached to it, involved in it, heightened, and whatnot. The key is you got to guard your hearts. The only thing that I take seriously is you don't fuck around with contacting the dead. You don't do that because God says you don't. And there is an actual story in the Bible that specifically with Saul and the Witch of Endor, who he contacted, and she was connected with demons who would just tell her what they wanted to know. But she got spooked when, who was it? Elijah, the prophet Elijah, literally came back and like scared the crap out of her because she's like, this isn't my doing. So, well, that's a whole nother rabbit hole to go down. I bet they/them are like 13 years old. Oh, it's turned into a 4chan fight. Pretty much. I mean, we're getting left-hards being thrown around. Imagine unironically typing this out. Dude, the projection. You are literally what you say you're against. You right-wing fucks all make me sick. Oh my gosh. Whoever decides to call themselves they, them doesn't understand proper grammar and should be kicked around. All right, so this cucktard is hearting his own seethe posts. Slap my ass off. Stay cucked. Stay raged. Ugh. Go fuck yourself. Ooh, hot. Which way, Western man? Oh, that's the one chick from, what is it, Spy X Family? And then raged again. Oh my goodness. We was samurai and shit. The picture clearly shows a female, and yet they say it'll be a shinobi story. If these woke idiots don't know the difference between a fucking shinobi and a kunachi, or a kunoichi, there's no way in hell they're going to actually make a good set game. Very true. Very true. All right. Let's see. We'll jump over to the other art. I know there's another one. Let's see if we can get more information. At least I thought it was over here. Oh, here it is. All right. They screw up the shinobi thing. The Japanese are going to start arming nukes at us, which I wouldn't mind our country being humbled by nukes. Future Assassin's Creed game includes Japan, horror, and multiplayer. Ubisoft confirms 2 flagships. All right, there you go. Okay, that guy was saying that this is a female. Zooming in the best I can. Maybe. All right, so Ubisoft has revealed the future roadmap for the Assassin's Creed franchise, including a game set in feudal Japan, 2 mobile titles, and a standalone multiplayer game. Revealed at an event held in Paris this week, and this was this article was 2 days ago. So revealed at the event in the held in Paris this week, attended by VGC. Ubisoft confirmed that the next two flagship Assassin's Creed games after next year's Assassin's Creed Mirage, codename Red and Hex, I'm assuming, will release as part of the new Infinity franchise hub, the live service initiative announced last year. Red, which is being made by Odyssey developer Ubisoft Quebec, has the same creative director, is the next big Valhalla-like flagship title set in future Japan. It begins what Ubisoft is calling Period 3. Oh, there's periods now? Past not smashable. I mean, honestly, I can't tell if that's a male or a female, to be honest. I'm not super informed of clothing that could tell us if it's male or female. So apparently there's period 3. Are they just going to go forever with periods? In the Assassin's Creed series, meaning this is unlikely to be a 2024 game. Well, now this says codename Jade. Oh, it's for mobile devices set in ancient China. And I don't feel like watching it, but here we go. We'll watch this. The only Ubisoft game I'm interested in is the new Mario plus Rabbids. I actually heard that series is pretty good. Oh, Nico, I never saw your thing. Never done a Ouija board? Oh, I have. I've done a Ouija board. Thank goodness nothing came of it. But you don't want to fuck around with that stuff. Actually, there was a house, or my folks' house, and it can be whatever it is. But I remember at the time the Ouija board was used, and then my brother vouches for this too. We would see there was a shadow figure that would of an old lady, creepy old lady that would appear every now and then in the house. I got rid of it. I told my dad throw away the Ouija board, bless the house, and she's gone. So take that with what you will. China. Very good in China. So, but yeah, anything that you try to do to contact the dead, the Bible says, don't fuck around with. Oh, where's that thing? Okay, here we go. Oh, that's it. Codename Red. I mean, I ain't seeing tits on that person. I don't know. I guess we'll just have to wait and find out. We'll announce the dates a bit later on, but we wanted to mark a change technologically and gameplay wise as we're moving to a fully next gen or current gen, I guess we call it, with the PS5 and the Xbox Series X. That was lame. Yeah, I was hoping for more action in that 20 seconds of nothingness, of nothing burgers. Yeah, whatever. Some guy told VGC about future Assassin's Creed games. The second flagship title announcement on the roadmap is codename Hex. I don't really care about Hex. Let's see. Apparently it's a horror slant. Okay. For horror. Horror. All right. Well, I guess that was nothing really new. Oh, that was. Probably really early in development, and they're still got nothing. That was nothing. Yep. So there you go with Assassin's Creed. I'm disappointed. I was hoping there was more, but that's what these first takes are. So we can exit out of that. Okay. So next we have on the list, can close that, is Wanted Dead. Now, the niche gamer pulled me in here with it apparently being like a Ninja Gaiden meets Wet sort of thing. So I'm interested to see what they want to what it has to offer. So Wanted Dead, hands-on, and I think maybe what was Stephanie Jutson, the person who was the model for Quiet. I want to say she's part of this. I think she's the main person, because I think I've been seeing her advertising it along with another one, Solstice. Horror with Assassin's Creed. What? Well, that's to be expected. No effort whatsoever. The only thing horror is the female's face. So Ninja Gaiden meets Wet. So we got to do a hands-on preview for Wanted Dead at PAX West 2022. What is the best way to start any event? No, it's not a social mixer drinking whiskey while listening to Troy Baker sing songs about The Last of Us. Well, I'll take that drinking whiskey part. Social mixer, fuck that. And The Last of Us can just rot in hell. I saw something else too where they're like, oh, the remake, because there was already a remaster version, and now the new one's a remake or I don't know what they're calling it now, and people were like pleasuring themselves over how amazing it looks when they at least the one woman, it looked like they not de-aged, they aged her. If they de-aged her, that would have been better. LOL, you're not liking the hair? I mean, I don't mind the look. Who knows? Maybe you can change the thing. Instead, it's getting together with friends to try out indie party games and laughing. This year at PAX West, I had the opportunity to do both of these. Is this Brandon again? Oh, no, it's Matt. As if I personally know him. I'm like, oh, yeah, Matt Kowalski. So both of these activities on different nights allow me to prepare for the show and prepare my body in various ways. In the morning, on the third and fourth day of PAX, I met with Solil Limited and 110 Industries to preview their upcoming game, Wanted Dead. So, see, now that looks cool. See, that person's getting his head blown open. For those who have not heard of Wanted Dead, I think that'd be me. It is a game blending cyberpunk, and 90s retro elements. Ooh, I mean, if they legitimately stray to the 90s, I'm interested. So Wanted Dead is a love child from Ninja Gaiden and Dead or Alive, and there are elements of the game that reminded me of Wet. I've heard of Wet, but I never looked into it. So why was this game in our top 5 games at PAX West 2022? Well, let's dive into our rationale. Actually, I still need to play Ninja Gaiden Black. And I need to play the Ninja Gaiden series. That'd be a good one. Soy Baker can drop dead for all I care. So check it out. She be blowing, bullets through heads. So we've got a developer meeting. So he met with one of the developers. You could see his passion for the project. It's the story of Lieutenant Hannah Stone. This game takes you through a week of her life as she leads a zombie unit similar to the Suicide Squad to take down synthetics and terrorists. Okay. The game will take place over a week of Hannah's life, with missions introducing new characters with different backgrounds along the way. After the daily mission is complete, Hannah will be able to meet with her team to relax and socialize. These social interactions will help Hannah build a stronger bond with her while the player has fun through mini games. Oh, I was hoping this would be more very story based. This sounds more like one of those mission type games. Oh, you're gonna lose your shiatsu if you play Ninja Gaiden. Oh, I mean, I've beaten Ninja Gaiden for Nintendo. I've beaten it. Now the second and third ones, those are hard, but I have beaten Ninja Gaiden. And yes, it is hard. But once you actually learn the pattern of the last boss, it can be quite easy. It's getting there with at least as much health as possible. It's the bullshit part. Like those games are made to be. So during the presentation, the developer took me through combat and the skill tree. Once the base skills are unlocked, the player can select how they want to level. Players choose between the offense, defense, and utility trees. Each style grants different combat mechanisms that make each playthrough different and unique to the player. So for the demo, the developer ran through the levels, slaughtering those that got in their way using melee style attacks to take down enemies. Each execution, depending on where the enemy was hit, felt unique. Well, that looks cool. According to the developers, there are over 50 unique finishing moves, each with its own glorious animations. You know what? This kind of reminds me of, and I want to play that game too, is what is it, God's Fist? Where you literally create your own character and there's so many moves you can make and combo into. I heard that game is really good too. I need to get a copy of that. I know the US version is like stupid to get, but maybe the Japanese version will be better. So due to time constrictions, I only got to see part of the demo. Thankfully, the developers and publication team allowed me to come back on the fourth day to have a hands-on experience. So the developers' play was a night and day experience. Honestly, the developers made it look easy, but that's to be expected. The game's gunplay mechanics, although familiar due to the Division 2 and Gears of War, felt lackluster. I liked Gears of War. 1 through 3. I played halfway through 4 and I just stopped. It felt like the developers wanted you to participate in hand-to-hand combat rather than shooting your foes. Well, yeah, I mean, if this is like, you know, taking place with like samurai stuff, you sure you don't mean God Hand? It might be God Hand. I always get God Hand and God Fist because the US version is the guy like punching past the guy's head and the guy's like, oh, like some you know, Mad Max type person. One of those villain looking dudes are from Fist of the North Star. So the executions in the game felt smooth, and when executed, gave me an adrenaline rush. Yeah, it's God Hand. Yeah, I said I always get it. God Fist. Isn't that a band? I always mix the two up. The game's parry mechanism took a bit to get used to, but there's something oddly satisfying about shooting an enemy just to cleave their head off a second later. Yeah, see, this is probably what they really want the game to kind of be pushed for, is this sort of mechanic, which I'm perfectly fine with. I think that's pretty cool. Godsmack? I thought there was someone named God's Fist. And if not, then copyright me and I'll make a game called God's Fist. So most of the time I could rush at the enemy, slice them up, and watch them fall. Heck yeah. During the demo, I had the help of a handy medic to help resurrect me when I went down, but that would only work once per checkpoint. Luckily for me, I was there last appointment on Monday, so I got extra time to play the game. Made it all the way to the ninja before getting stuck. But by getting there, I impressed the developers. The ninja was no easy task, and with enough time and practice, I could have taken it down. God is going to strike me with a copyright. No, because God loves me. Now the libtards, they might strike, and it's to be expected. And again, we are multi-streaming on both Rumble, Odyssey, and YouTube. smash that like and subscribe button and turn on notifications to know when I go live. Let's see, I'm close to 10,000 or not. Yeah, 10K. I'm close to 10K, so it'd be nice to be able to break that. Okay, so in fact, according to the team, no player on the show floor was able to defeat the ninja on their first try, and very few cleared it entirely. Hey, there you go. Just knowing that I got there was a sense of accomplishment after getting smacked around earlier on in the demo. And I'm sure the comments will be like, oh, you're just lying or something like that, but whatever. This video is age restricted. The fuck? You kidding me? I can't. Clicking it just like clicking this just takes me to YouTube. Really? Really, you turds? So if you're a fan of Devil May Cry, Ninja Gaiden, Bayonetta, Dead or Alive, Wet, or Soulsborne games, then you'll enjoy this game. Okay. I'm definitely a fan of Devil May Cry. Okay, good. If it's more like Devil May Cry and Bayonetta sort of thing, that's good. It made it sound like it was like one of those mission games, you know, where there's not a story. It's just you do all these missions and rack up whatever and stuff like that. And that's a lie. If God really loved me, he would have given me a soul. Oh, damn, Nico. Well, you know what? What can I do? I am simply being immortal has its ups and downs. I can't complain. What I can complain about is the fact that this video is age restricted. So now YouTube be making me go and check out this garbage actually on YouTube. All right, so Wanted Dead demo. Wanted Dead demo. Let's play Desperados Wanted Dead or Alive. Actually, that's a really good game. I like it's like kind of like Red Alert 2. Let's see. Well, here's one by a certain cuck certain cuck video game place. It's a teaser. Here. We'll just do this.
Are you shaking? Don't make me laugh. Don't make me laugh at all. Right here. Don't make me laugh.
I want more dismemberment, damn it.
Take care of them.
There you go. Thank you.
Is that all? Stay right there. No, we're getting off of him. For your life. Over here. Surround him. You'll get far, asshole. What are you doing? Fuck you. What's wrong?
Okay, the voice acting needs to be very much increased. They sound like they're like, oh boy, here we go again. All right.
There she is.
There you go. I think obviously it's a demo. It looks like it's a demo, so I'm assuming a lot of stuff will still be polished and stuff, but I think it looks pretty cool. That might be worth something checking into. Does that mean he's Android 16? Android 16 had long hair. His hair was spiked, thank you very much, and he was bald on the side. All right, I guess we'll I do enjoy reading the comments just to see how butthurt people get. Let's see if is there any comments on these. Nope. Damn. Oh, that would have been so amazing to do. Okay. So yeah, if that looks interesting to you guys, maybe something to check out, sort of thing. I mean, obviously this looks very well rendered, so hopefully this sort of style can be, more detail, because the graphics definitely looked very plain, but again, it's a demo, makes sense. Combat flow looked okay. I can definitely see what they meant by the smoothness, but again, obviously I think it still needs a lot of polishing. Just more stylish. So he has hair loss like you, Greg, just more stylish. Well, he could have been balding on the side and able to spike it up. I'm the reverse of that. All right. So next on the list is a Dragon Ball Z game that's coming out. I will probably not get it because it does not suit my my genre of games that I play. I'm sure some of you have heard of Dragon Ball The Breakers preview. So a thrilling game of 1v7 hide and seek. Yeah, you have Bill Murray special. Yeah, or George Costanza. Greg is Android 16, but discounted 99%. Wow. Wow. Amazing. Just getting hated on. Hated, I say. Oh, so this is by Matt Kowalski or Kowalski. I said it before. Now I can't say it. Kowalski. There we go. Dear Lord. I don't think I've had enough to drink. Actually, I haven't had anything to drink, but it would be nice. So over the last 20 years, the anime industry has thrived due to the success of some of its shonen anime. Okay. Excuse me. I like kicking you while you're down. Keep kicking. Sure, keep kicking. Keep kicking, and then the next thing you know, your leg will be missing. So this success is partially due to the collaboration with the video game industry. Arguably, Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, Monster Rancher, Digimon, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, and Mobile Suit Gundam help expand the already established universe. Monster Rancher? That's stretching it there. Digimon, maybe. Pokemon for sure. Naruto, I can see. I think there's definitely more other stuff, and obviously Dragon Ball Z, Yu-Gi-Oh for sure. Okay. So games such as Dragon Ball Z Budokai, hey, that's the series I like. He knows what's up. Pokemon Gen 1, Blue, Red, and Yellow. Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories, never played it. Naruto Ultimate Ninja. I did play the Ultimate. I might still have some Ultimate Ninja PS2 games. Digimon World 2, never played it. And Gundam Battle Assault. Is that the Dynasty Warriors one? I heard that one's actually really good. What That's Love, 1% Android 16 is amazing for a ginger. Is there going to be another beat 'em up for Dragon Ball? This game, no. It's a 1 versus 7 hide and seek, which makes me think it's kind of like an Among Us game, which those type of games don't really suit my fancy. Then I'll attach a peg leg with that missing leg. Now, by no means am I saying that Dragon Ball The Breakers will fall into a long list of anime games that the world has not yet heard of. In fact, it has the potential to rival Dead by Daylight, Secret Neighbor, Friday the 13th. I thought so. And Predator Hunting Grounds. Though what Dragon Ball The Breaker does not have is the dark visual aesthetics. Hide and seek, so it's not battle. You probably do moves to get away from the bad guy, so I'm assuming it's not battle. So raid or sell. Guests had the opportunity to play Dragon Ball The Breakers. In this demo, players could choose whether or not they wanted the chance to be the survivor or the raider. Really, they couldn't think of it anything better than just the raider. It's more like Dead by Daylight. You play as the civilians. If media were present, they got the first choice on which they want to play as. For our appointment, I chose to play as Cell first. Little did I know that choosing Cell over Frieza was a bad choice. Unlike Frieza, Cell cannot fly in his base stage. Even though you never see him fly, I don't believe that. There's absolutely no way he would not learn how to control his chi to fly. I'll have to relook that up because I know he was like hiding in the shadows, absorbing the people and being on top of the building and stuff. But I feel like he could have flied. He had to have. He means the larva. Yeah, I guess I should probably read. Yeah, okay. I thought he meant like Cell in perfect form. Instead, the player must jump in order to get around. This made looking for survivors rather difficult, but not impossible. Cell still had the ability to sense enemies around it. Yeah, see? That is his base form. He can fly. Once Cell evolves into a second form, Imperfect Cell, Matt, maybe you should go back and read at least the Budokai games because you had Cell Imperfect. Well, at least for US sake. It's Imperfect Cell, Semi-Perfect Cell, and Perfect Cell. Then Cell Perfect when he comes back to life. So obviously I still had to search the different sectors, but being able to fly to enemies made the hunt less challenging. There you go. After killing enough, yeah, because I remember seeing gameplay footage of people like doing solar flares to stop him. Look up Lava Cell. You start off as the maggot base stage where you're crawling around. Look up Lava Cell. Oh, you actually do? Okay. I just don't count Larva Cell as one of his forms because he doesn't do anything. But I get what you mean. just squirming around. After killing enough survivors, I had the opportunity to destroy a section of the map. There you go. Before destroying a section, I was able to see which zone had already a key planted or found before destroying it. Destroying a section of the map that already had a key planted seemed pointless, but I did not check to see if it eliminated the placed key. Instead, I focused on destroying a part where the key had been found but not planted. This led us to eliminate 2 survivors. Although hunting down survivors allowed me to power up, it wouldn't guarantee my victory. Yes, if all or most survivors are defeated, the Raider, Cell, or Frieza will win the game, but the Raider... I wish there was a different word than Raider. Still has to be worried about a survivor escaping in a time capsule. I'll talk further about that in a survivor portion of this Dragon Ball The Breakers preview. The thrill of the hunt is definitely well showcased for the Raider role. The early stages definitely give the survivors a better chance, but late game, it is the Raiders' game to win or lose. Thankfully, I was able to stop one of the last 2 survivors from escaping with the super time capsule. Yeah, his lava stage is not that popular. I just saw a bit of the gameplay on YouTube, so yeah, it's basically Dead by Daylight, but in Dragon Ball characters. That's what I thought. Survivor. After a successful raid with Cell, I decided to switch over to the Survivor role. Sadly, the Survivor role was not as easy as playing as the Raider. Survivors have a variety of tasks to complete in order to win the match. Starting out, players are split up across the map. Once they have loaded into the game, players must search crates in order to find each zone's time capsule key. However, finding the key is not enough. Players must take the key to an assigned zone and plant it. Survivors can find a variety of objects in the different crates or from rescued citizens. Survivors can find special energy that will power them up I can't picture Oolong powering up. Dragon Balls. Oh, yeah. Remember when Dragon Balls were just found in crates? Raiders. Raiders. See, it's even gotten me saying it. Radars and equipment. The radars can help players find either the keys, Dragon Ball's equipment, or citizens. It can also help them avoid the raider. Players will see a flash on their screen if the raider has targeted them. This gives a player a chance to avoid an oncoming blindside attacks. Despite a player being slain by the raider, there's still a chance to bring them back earlier, or either through an item or the Dragon Balls. Use the Dragon Balls to revive someone is a lackluster use, but can be useful if the team has fallen below 50%. Raiders of the Lost Ark, pretty much. Using the Dragon Balls, though, is no easy task due to them being spread out throughout the map. Why can't you just... Never mind. It's going to be like, why don't you just wish one of the survivors to be as strong as Cell? Ultimately, the best way to win is for one or more survivors to unlock the Super Time Capsule. Players will need to charge the Ultimate Time Capsule in order to escape. I mean, if the point is not collecting the Dragon Balls, they could have written this a lot better, like the story. I'm not talking about the article, like the story a lot better. What if your goal is to get the Dragon Balls and take them back with you? The idea is just to time travel. I don't know. They could have incorporated the Dragon Balls better, I think. Going off of this, who knows? Depending on how many time capsules keys were planted determines how fast the capsule charges. If the super time capsule is being guarded by the raider, survivors can find a standard time capsule. If they choose this option, they will have to manually pilot the capsule. So final thoughts on Dragon Ball: The Breakers. If you are a fan of playing hide and seek games, I am not, then you will have fun with Dragon Ball: The Breakers. Without a doubt, it is easier to be the raider than the survivor, but it is possible to win in either role. Personally, I had more fun playing as the raider, yeah, because you can probably use energy attacks because of the thrill of the chase. Civilian: Dragon, just make me stronger. Dragon: can't. Game code won't let me. Well, I'm thinking beyond the game code. See, this is what I would think of if I was writing stories. I'd be like, why not just use the Dragon Balls to wish it better? Well, you gotta stay away from the raider. Okay, well, why not make it the story then that we're saving the Dragon Balls to revive people from the past? That's why we're charging the time capsule. But who knows? Maybe there's already a story written. Okay, a modification to Cell might be necessary with how slow the character's base form moves. Playing as the survivors is rough when you are uncertain of their abilities. Feels like a one-sided battle. For our Dragon Ball: The Breakers preview, I was not able to speak. You wrote not able to twice to speak with the developers on how to play the survivor role. This was due to them assisting a new raider with the basics of the game. I'll just pound you in Dragon Ball Breakers. Those hiding, I can understand where that's like a party game, but I don't hardly do party games, so it's like I'm not interested. And if I want to do a game at a party, why not just play like Smash Brothers or something? Since that's the ultimate party game or party genre. Some people might say Mario Party or something like that, but whatever. Playing as, I already read that. Despite being blind on how to play the role, I was still able to plant a key and help our team achieve victory. Sadly, I died after planting the key, but in this game, our team gained an additional 20% speed boost in order to charge the super time capsule. A special thanks to Bandai Namco for letting us preview both the Survivor and Raider roles of our Dragon Ball: The Breakers preview, and it'll be released on October 30th in Japan and 14th worldwide. Mario Party is the party ender, and it'll be on Windows PC, so Steam, Switch, PS4, Xbox One. So there's your recent Dragon Ball game coming out. So Looks like, well, according to the preview, looks like you could be Majin Buu. So your Bulma, your Oolong, your Hero Boy, and Hero Girl. There you go. All right. So that's the articles I had from Niche Gamer. I guess we could check to see what else. I like McDonald's 66 Days. Hi. At least you had fun as Boo. Sweet. So we already read the interview for that. Seafaring anime cat girl tower offense game. Okay. Throwback 90s JRPG Trinity Trigger heads west in 2023. What's that? So it's going to be sometime in 2023. Trinity Trigger. So here's another action role-playing game combining the look and feel of iconic RPGs of the 90s with an emphasis on fast-paced, customizable combat. Players take control of 3 young heroes as they attempt to defy fate and save the continent of Trinidia. Accompanying them are Datriggers, strange creatures with the unique ability to transform into 8 types of weapons that players must master if they hope to be successful on their quest. Is this related to, like, Chrono Trigger and that stuff? That's immediately what I think of. I guess that would be more of the Chrono series, not really Trigger. Whether players alone or with up to 2 friends via local co-op, explore diverse biomes and dungeons, strategize to exploit enemy weaknesses, and change your destiny. So, premise is that in a forgotten age, the gods of order and gods of chaos sounds a lot like Dragon Ball Super, except I'm sure that they've written this a lot better. Challenge one another for dominance in epic clashes that spilled out from the heavens to the continent of Trinidia. These clashes almost destroyed the mortal realm, leaving massive, powerful stacks of weapons known as Arma embedded in the ground. The gods ended their direct conflict as a result. Really just oops. With both factions choosing a god warrior to fight in their name instead. One day, Cyan, a young man living a quiet life, just happens to discover that he's been chosen as the warrior of chaos. Ooh, that's a nice mantle. Sadly, with a cruel destiny, Cyan sets out with Elise and Xantus, 2 companions compelled to guide him on a journey to save the world and defy the gods. All right, and there's a video on YouTube that we can actually play because it's not age restricted. Oh, and there's actually anime cutscenes. That's cool. Grasp that sword. DBZ games are lame today, or L's today. Except fighters. I mean, Kakarot, they really dropped the ball with Kakarot in the sense of actually telling the Dragon Ball story. It's what they should have done. So definitely gives, for me, it gives off those like RPG mobile games as well. Not too shabby. I think it looks pretty dope. Oh yeah, this is something I saw too. Final Fantasy VII Remake gets a low poly mod to celebrate its past. So the polygonal players mod transforms several characters in game into their low poly counterparts. I want to know exactly what they do with Tifa. Co-op sold. I'm not talking about Fighter Z Xenoverse 2. Looks like another Genshin. Yeah, that's true. Here, we'll see the poly works. I know I know some modders and stuff. They're redoing Halo Reborn.
Cloud! Quickly! Barret!
Give me a break!
Jesse! Barret!
Where you been?
Tifa!
Let's lay down some rubber!
Crank that throttle! Okay, you got it!
Who's that?
A soldier.
Can't say this is quite what I had in mind when I asked for your help way back when.
All right, I've seen enough. Got me giggling. Nickelodeon. Oh gosh, kart racers. Ugh. Oh yeah, here we go. Here's that Halo Reborn fan made reimagining of the original trilogy. Haha. 343 Industries founder and lead Bonnie Ross leaves the company after many people are complaining that they took away the co-ops. Not surprised. Teenager JRPG Loop 8 is coming west. Man, there's a shit ton of RPGs coming out. Legend of Heroes Kuro no Kiseki 2 shares its opening movie. Dang, and another one. Wizman's World Retry announced. Man, well, if you love JRPGs, a bunch of them coming in hot. I'm saying really a Dead by Dead or Dead by Daylight DBZ game just makes a Budokai Tenkaichi game again. It's not hard. People have been asking it for years. Oh yeah. Okay. So jumping over to bounding into comics, Sony's are a bunch of cucks. Because this just made me giggle. So Sony mocked over 11 million global social justice fund, 30K PlayStation career path programs, scholarships for historically disadvantaged communities. Oh my gosh. Will I do a reaction to the Nintendo Direct tomorrow? I don't know. I usually don't. Mostly because I don't know. I like to stumble upon things that pique my interest more so than just sitting down and watching a bunch of stuff or like some long shows. So I might think about it. I don't know when it starts though, but I'm out of the loop with all that stuff. All right, so here you go. So Sony Interactive Entertainment have been mocked over their Global Social Justice Fund and PlayStation Career Pathway programs. So earlier this month, Tiffany Johnson, Senior Director and Global Head of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion, announced an update to SIE's ongoing Global Social Justice Fund. I never even heard of this. A Global Social Justice Fund? When did this pop up? It's buried in deep in Sony. We have to go to Sony and then sustainability, social contribution, and then global social justice funding. What's funny too is that they put the. Well, wait a minute. You go to social contribution. Wait, where did it go? Is it this? What? I can't even find where this article linked to. It doesn't even have like a global thing. Did they get rid of it? I was gonna say because the next like sub menu is like the Global Social Justice Fund, and it's all in caps. But yet, if you go back to the social contribution, I'm not seeing anywhere to get back to that fund thing. Oh, here it is. Here it is, buried in deep. Yeah, they were really pushing it. Really pushing it. I was gonna say like so that's just bad site setup, but who am I to say anything? Okay, which was established in 2020 to support social justice and anti-racist initiatives around the world. So CIE had already given 11 million to advance race equity within the gaming industry and beyond. I love the and beyond. What are they, Buzz Lightyear? Johnson now detailed in the company's social justice initiative and PlayStation Career Pathways program. Yeah, I found out about this from Vara Dark's video about it. Oh yeah, this mentions her. This one I looked over because I was too like what? We're supporting organization and efforts focused on strengthening educational and career opportunities for historically disadvantaged communities. Okay, how are they at a disadvantage? You gonna explain it? Our objective is to drive a new era of creativity, development, and growth in the gaming industry that allows for more diversity and representation. Sounds to me you're just using it as a reason to show how awesome you are in the social spotlight. Literally, there are tons of games out there, like really good games that had a good diversity and representation. This is stating that race plays a major involvement in creating good games. Oh my gosh. Go woke, go broke. The day's announcement revealed the Global Social Justice Fund portfolio. Oh my gosh. Guys, take a look at this portfolio. Here's all the stuff that we found that needed to be fixed. Added 2 new partners, the UNSCF, the United Negro College Fund. Is this Negroes? Do they actually want to be called Negroes? Like legitimately. Why are they picking a word from the 60s, are we? In the 50s and 60s. And UC or USC Games, both of them now offer scholarship programs, which are supported by the aforementioned PlayStation Career Pathway programs. In turn, the program offers multi-year programs, offer scholarships, mentorships, and early career supporting to aspiring Black university students seeking degrees relating to the gaming industry. Wow, just Black. What happened to the all stop Asian 8 mentality? Wow, this is more racist that it's cripping. Asians don't deserve scholarships and stuff because what a lot of like good games come from over east. What are you implying there, Sony? PlayStation Career Pathway program began in 2021 with each scholar receiving $30,000 in exclusive mentorship access to Sony Interactive Entertainment and PlayStation Studios employees. These extend beyond creative game design and technical engineering areas. Then you don't care about if you're saying this like is to show that we're going beyond just learning how to make games and game designing and stuff, then you're not then it's not about the game in the gaming industry. Oh, it's also the non-technical business areas that are also being supported. Nico, as the only Asian representative in chat, I say it's racist. Well, thank you. Marketing, human resources, legal, and more. Information on the 2 new partners was also shared. UNCF helps by providing financial support to 37 historical Black colleges and universities. Why aren't you naming them? I'm curious to know what these college and universities are. No reason why you shouldn't name them. What's there to be ashamed about? An advocacy and community engagement for local and federal policies to remove barriers to higher education. What barriers? You know, the college I went to, Northern Illinois University, gave, because a lot of Black people came from Chicago to the university. They all got free rides. They all got a bunch of free scholarships. If not, they paid a lot for them to live in the dorms and stuff. And met some good people for a liberal arts degree for the art field that I was going into. You want to know what the majority of people who I also saw, what they were doing with that free money? Partying. Literally had one guy come up to me and ask me if I had any drugs that I could sell him, because he was already like decked out on something else. That's what they're doing. Good job. Really, you don't name them? It's easy to put them there. God, I want to drop a... Whoa! Want to drop an explosive sort of device on Sony HQ. It says Chaos Smash in Minecraft. We're not beyond the 2 hour. My gosh, we want to turn it into Fist of the North Star. Chaos Smash. No terroristic threats in chat, please. LOL. We did that once already in Japan. Well, they stopped, didn't they? I think that got the message across. Should I remove the comment? No, dude, no. Leave it. My chat is like Nick's chat. Don't spam. Free speech. I'm not, in the end, I'm just not responsible for anything. I'm responsible for my actions and nothing more. Let's see. What other amazing diversity we have in this article? Joke could have been funnier yesterday. Oof. Meanwhile, USC Games Gerald A. Lawson Fund received $3 million from CIE, helping Black and Indigenous students. See, I think the word indigenous sounds even worse than what people were getting offended over. Indigenous is just a funny word. I can't wait to see you read the comments of this article. The bomb did humble the Japanese, and in the end, we got anime and manga from the fallout. Funny how the world works. Let's see. Meanwhile, blah blah blah, helping Black and Indigenous students pursue undergraduate or graduate degrees in game design or computer science from the USC's prestigious program. Other groups already involved with the program include the Jackie Robbins Foundation, Breda University of Apple Sciences, the University of Westminster, and Manchester Metropolitan University, or Metropolitan, excuse me. There you go. There's some of the other groups. Well, those are the foundations, though. What about the actual schools? Meanwhile, the Social Justice Fund supports the Black Collegiate. Well, here's a new word of the day. Let me see. Collegiate, huh? There you go. Collegiate. There we go. The Black Collegiate Gaming Association, Black Girls Code. the Hidden Genius Project. Game Heads. Black and Gaming Foundations. 100 Black Men of London. These names. Just 100 black men of London. Oh, so there's only 100 of them in London? The Amos Bursary into Science Kate. This is just inept spelling right there. The Princess Trust Group and Urban Synergy. Oh, man. Those made me giggle. My favorites are the Black Girls Code. No, I think my favorite one is the Hidden Genius Project. Who's the hidden genius? Why, us black people, of course. I mean, the Hidden Genius Project sounds like it would be like a collective group. I want to. Maybe it is. Let me look this up. The Hidden Genius. Nope, just mentors black males. See, that one actually sounds like an all-inclusive one. This sounds like a sausage party, so sus. This is so racist. So while YouTube removed dislikes last year, third-party plugins exposed some interesting facts regarding a video highlighting the Social Justice Fund portfolio and PlayStation career pathways. With 23,813 views at this time of writing, it has 999 likes versus 3,000 dislikes. Oh my gosh. The comments are also scathing. Most demanding PlayStation hire on talent and meritocracy, and abandoning discriminatory practices against those outside of the fund and program's reach. I still to this day do not understand why hiring on talent and merit is so hard of a concept for these people. I don't get it. I legitimately don't understand. We're gonna hire this person. Well, why'd you hire him and not me? Well, one, businesses don't have the right not to tell you the reason why. But all these people just go, it's because I'm black, or I'm this, or I'm that. When literally, like, there's a law that, like, is like, you're not supposed to be based off all. It's so stupid. A lot of these people who say that, like, they're like, oh, I'm sure. I'm like, how are you sure? I just know because it's based on history. We'll point to the history of it. Well, all this stuff. Oh, yeah, that got resolved. So what's the problem now? Black Girls Code, Black and Gaming Foundations, 100 Black Men of London, and Urban Synergy. My brother in Christ, man. So replies on Twitter were also damning, which some claiming PlayStation was preempting further allegations of sexual harassment. This one, 9 women file lawsuits accusing PlayStation of sexual harassment and discrimination. Oh, this is another one. My red flags. This right here saying was preempting further allegations of sexual harassment. This gives me red flags as well. Just gave it a dislike right now. So YouTuber, here you go. Vera Dark mocked the announcement, noting 11 million on a social justice fund. I can't tell what's more hilarious: the fact that you created a social justice fund, or that you want people to believe $11 million is a lot for you guys. You don't seem very committed to me. Clown face. Vera opened her video on the topic with the claim Sony had gone from one of the most loved companies in the gaming industry to one that is constantly wrapped up in the controversy. But is it specifically the American Sony, or is it like actual like Sony over in Japan? Because I know sometimes, because I know there's a bunch of separate ones. So there's 1,002 likes and 2,995 dislikes right now. Oh yeah, because they're trying to combat it. There's always problems no matter what, even though they can be easily simple solution to it. They just like to make it hard. Of course, because they don't want to put in the work. Literally, I think of that speech that Rocky gives to his son, where he says, so he started trying to find something to blame, like a big shadow. And saying where you aren't where you want to be because of him or her or anybody. And cowards do that. And that ain't you. You're better than that. That's exactly what these people are. They're cowards. Vero echoed how many were upset that the fund was restricted to only certain demographics and restricted other talents. She also condemned it as purely a PR move and virtual signaling bullshit. Well, I mean, it's always going to be a given to that one. Once again, citing 11 million was nothing to Sony. She also cited another reason people were so incensed over the announcement, as PlayStation social media channels typically focus on gaming news, prior to reports indicating that Sony would have a big announcement coming on September 6th, which could have been gaming related. Oh, was this their announcement? That's funny. For example, the gamers speculated it would be the PlayStation Showcase, revealing information on new and upcoming games. Likewise, PlayStation is yet to offer any official statement on The Last of Us Part 1. Who gives a shit? Just buy the remastered one, not the new one, and just fucking enjoy it for what it was before it got butt fucked. Firefly Edition arriving to some consumers damaged, and that they would not be replaced or refunded. Wow, that's a douche move. It's just like, I still get comments on my PlayStation chat support video I made a long time ago. So they're still sucking on that. Vara is a cool girl. Maybe I could get her on the show or something. So other users' comments were equally poignant. User Grumpy Catterman chimed in with, social justice is the exact opposite of real justice. It's bad people that want to be seen as righteous, so they constantly signal their virtue and redefine words. Yep, to a fucking T. To a T. And they purposely make it as vague as possible so that when the shit hits the fans and they're on the wrong side, they can backpedal. It's why you notice when the mainstream media blames conservatives for getting stuff wrong, they say it's a misinformation, but when they provide misinformation, it's a mistake. No, it's called disinformation. It means you're purposely lying. So media is just to be enjoyed, not to be lectured. Thank you, says this user. The biggest problem with recent games is that it's being used as a platform to lecture people instead of letting them enjoy the game. Most of those newcomers just want it because it's cool, not because it's fun. That's exactly what The Last of Us Part 2 was. It was a giant PSA game, or PSA SJW ideology stuffed inside of a video game. And And the fans agreed that Ghost of Tsushima was the better of the game. But the judges, who I'm sure were fair and honest, said that no, Last of Us Part 2 broke records of achievements. So there's the video right there. So she concluded her video with, I think Sony has fallen very far from the amazing company they once were. Confessing she used to be a PlayStation fangirl, she nonetheless stated that she was disappointed with how the Sony PlayStation crew has acted over the last few years. I have stopped supporting Sony as much as I used to. And this is a prime example of why people hate PlayStation and the Sony brand. I keep saying Sony should have stayed with the fucking backwards compatibility shit. So there you go. Let's see what comments we have. Malcolm X and all his strengths and faults did warn about the white liberals. And look where we are now. Let's see what the comments are. Here we go. 43 comments. Add that to the growing list of reasons to not support Sony. It's funny, I was getting excited to get my PS5 earlier this year, yet the games have been a total letdown, and with their focus where it is, it's pretty obvious why. $500 wasted. I mean, I technically still want a PS5 just because I have a bunch of PS4 games. If I hear the words diversity, inclusion, and equity spoken in a positive manner, run. Die should always be avoided. If you're buying Sony games and products, you are funding this. Don't support people who hate you. Even considering Bill Gates and Microsoft, Sony somehow is still the worst of the big three. Bill Gates is a fucking douchebag. I don't know. I disagree with this one. I think Bill Gates is worse because he was pushing the whole vaccine bullshit and buying up, the whole buying up of farm land and all that bullshit. I don't know. Bill Gates has been doing stuff on a worldwide stage. Bill Gates is a liar and a thief. So every group of people was devastated at some point in history. Very true. This is it. There has literally been worse slave trade incidents. In fact, slave trade is still happening. Human trafficking is still going on. And you hear none of these people complain about that. It has to be on stuff that's already been, like, stuff that happened centuries ago. When will this finally end? I'm so tired of all this woke, SJW, PC, cancel culture, whatever you guys want to call it. They all are as racist as it gets. It's a religion or a cult at this point. Well, no, it'd be a cult. Religions can turn into a cult. What could possibly go wrong? Hashtag sarcasm or /sarcasm. The Irish were enslaved. Historically disadvantaged community. So can I apply for it for the years of discrimination hey, there you go. My Irish ancestors had to endure? I'm guessing, according to Sony, only one group is disadvantaged, and they want to fight discrimination with more discrimination. See, yeah, this right here is my thoughts exactly. This is what these people think. These people think that in order to fight said social injustice, they have to be socially unjust. They have to be. That's the only way you reach this ideology, is that you embrace the fact that you're a racist, that you're actually the racist, you're actually the bigots, you're actually whatever. And then you project that onto others in order, hopefully, to silence people and then to fix whatever the social spotlight's shining on. Nah, as a fellow Irishman, the only reparations I need is a sixer or two. All right, so there you go. A lot of actually, like, people pissed off about that. So I'm surprised there wasn't that spunk guy, unfortunately. So there you go. Sony being cucks as always. Hopefully, maybe a good whooping in their ass will wake them up. So the last thing I have pulled up here is apparently there's a Wind Waker and a Metroid Prime for Nintendo Direct is reportedly still coming next week. Here, let's see, what else do we have on here? Oh yeah, the Little Mermaid trailer looks terrible. My favorite thing is not my favorite thing. The thing I'm hating a lot when it comes to this singing. Here, I'll see if the video's in here. Here. I'm not going to watch it all. I'm just going to skip to it. that. I fucking hate that annoying. I'll make it sound even better by throwing in the stupid little twang of my voice and stuff. I hate that. Everyone fucking does it. It's not original. It doesn't add anything to it. And people think it's fucking gold. I hate that. Just sing the fucking damn song the way it was written. And these are what these people do to claim that they're adding a new twist to it. It's like, oh my gosh. I hate that shit. I saw a t-shirt that said, I already got my shot and 2 boosters and showed alcohol. You have to read the comments of the trailer. They're hilarious. Of what? The Little Mermaid? Stop making classic Disney movies real thing. Her hair looks fucking garbage. It's not red. I wouldn't have cared as much. I mean, I legitimately don't care because we all know why this is being made. I've seen cosplayers portray... Dude, fucking... We literally just saw Vera's hair. That red hair she has. That could have been a lot better. Again, pointing to how they did it in the live-action Rurouni Kenshin series. Looks realistic enough to me. This looks like hot fucking garbage. Oh, and then I remember reading somewhere that people were saying that criticizing her hair was racist too. So fuck those people. All right, so as I said, supposedly a Wind Waker. I actually still need to play Wind Waker. And I also need to play Metroid Prime. I need to play the Metroid. So it was claimed that the death of... Oh, wait. I don't give a shit about that. Oh, could have seen Nintendo reschedule. You know, it's whatever. So an expected September Nintendo Direct will reportedly take place as reported early next week. How many times can you fit reported in the same sentence? And could reportedly feature both Zelda and Metroid Prime announcements reportedly. That's according to Giant Bomb journalist Jeff Grubb, who had previously reported... Oh my gosh. Rip Queen Elizabeth II. I'm indifferent about it, to be honest. Mostly because of the Genesis 6 conspiracy that I'm reading. A lot of those royal bloodlines actually have some demonic stuff attached to it. But that's a long conspiracy rabbit hole. That's according to Giant Bomb journalist Jeff Grubb, who had previously reported that a company showcase was coming in the week for September 2nd, but then claimed following the death of Queen Elizabeth II that the global news... Not exactly the best thing to drink, root beer, but it's... Well, I love root beer. I mean, soda, but it's so damn good. Okay, so pretty much Nintendo's plans might be rescheduled. However, speaking on a live stream this week, Grubb said that despite Nintendo having communicated to its development partners that there could be a delay in scheduling, this now seems not to be the case. And with the third-party developers likely looking to make their announcements before Tokyo Game Show on Thursday, it's possible that Direct could take place earlier in the week than usual. Grubb speculated. At this point, I'm sick of talking about it, and I'm sure everyone is sick of hearing about it. We just want them to announce it. When will they do that? It seems like early next week, and then the Direct itself could happen earlier in the week than it normally does. Sounds like I need a lot of alcohol for that discussion. I mean, not really, but yeah. I mean, you're talking like, yeah, it's a long one. It's a long one. I mean, I've showed it before. Look how big this fucking book is. Awesome read, by the way. I'm like not even close to being finished. 7 a.m. specific time is when Direct happens tomorrow. I'll probably be asleep. Okay. Well, I don't care about why the reasons need to be rescheduled. I want to know if this is okay. Here we go. GamesBeat managing editor Mike Minotti and Grubb previously claimed that Zelda and Metroid ports would be part of the next Direct, and the latter said this weekend he understands that's still the case. We've heard that Zelda stuff will be there, the name of the next Zelda game, and the HD ports of the Zelda games from Wii U. I hope that's the case. It seems like they should be the case. That's what we've heard. Also, Metroid Prime HD remasters should be coming out this holiday, so we should get that as well. And then there's stuff like Fire Emblem that's been rumored and seemingly like it makes a lot of sense, but I can't confirm. And then stuff like EA announcing It Takes Two. Holy fuck, that's a thick book. I know, it's an awesome read, by the way. The guy is very in-depth in his research. And he's a person that says go off of what the Bible says. That's why he calls it the Genesis 6 conspiracy, because it's weirdly interesting and how everything can be connected back to Genesis 6, which is at those times there were giants that were among the land and after. And that's based on the whole idea that fallen angels were having sex with women to produce hybrids called the Nephilim, and who are also happen to be gigantic in size. And that's really why God flooded the earth, because they were literally infesting mankind into being into constant bloodshed and like cannibalism and blood stuff. So very dangerous stuff. When you kind of learn about it. Sounds like Eric's theory. Well, it's not a theory. I personally think it is because the Bible supports a lot of it. But Eric studied it too. Like we both were doing it. Eric's more due diligent than I am, or at least he likes to write stuff down. I just like to take it in. But no, because some people will teach the Seth and Cainite theory, which that verse, what it really means is that, you know, the Sethite people mingled with the Canaanites and that created bad blood, which doesn't make sense. I already have all 3 Metroid Prime games and their original ports, plus Wind Waker and GameCube. I do not have any of those. Eric does. Or maybe he sold them. I'm not sure. I don't think he did. Well, there you go. That's what I had for today. So a lot of hilarious stuff happening. Clown World still running strong, still being so stupid. So there it is. Let's see. Yeah, I'll probably hop on Pokemon here. We're winding down. We got all of our Mons evolved. Leveling up won't be a problem. So now it's just a matter of giving them their good move sets and then fighting Team Plasma and then the Elite Four and being done. I do want the HD version of Wind Waker. I'm probably going to get that and Twilight Princess either on Wii U or Switch if they announce it. I'll probably get them for Switch. It's just going to be easier for me. So give a like and subscribe. Turn on notifications when I come back online, and I'll bring you more anime, video game, and entertainment hilarity as much as I can. Really enjoying it. It's fun to just see the insanity and the retardation of stuff. Super fun. But yeah, I'll catch you guys later, and hopefully, you know, still working on getting more guests for shows, so that'll be fun as well. But until then, I'll catch you on the flip side, and I'll catch you later tonight when we start up Pokemon. So, adios.